I'm in the middle of trying to deal with this whole situation with my son watching these videos and not going to
Pegasus
work.
versus the world, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy, city boy.
All right, you guys, finally, you guys asked for this a long time ago when I was doing all the Gabriel Iglesias reactions. Y'all said, do the one where he smokes with Snoop Dogg. And I was like, all right, man, I'll get to it. But then this channel that I'm reacting from was giving me some issues. But I think I found the workaround. We'll keep this to myself. So, yeah, we're finally doing it, man. Because, like, look, I'm not going to be on this channel battling a gang of blocked videos or fighting off a bunch of strikes. Because I actually understand. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. It's all good. It's not like I'm not complaining because I just understand the system here a little bit better these days. But it's just like it's time consuming and it's mad annoying. You know what I mean? This is why I want to start leaning into more original content and meaningful conversation content. Also, that's where my heart's at too. You know, I enjoy doing reactions regardless and I'll do them from time to time. But YouTube does make it very, 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 very hard because their system's broken if you understand the ins and outs of it. I'm not going to get into that here. Let's watch this, man. This is Gabriel Iglesias. I got with Snoop Dogg. This is on the channel Netflix is a Joke. If you want to check this out over there, independently of my reaction. Reactions aren't a substitute for the original content, Netflix. Reactions are not a substitute for the original content, YouTube. Anyways, let's get this one popping. If you want to support your boy, like, share, comment, subscribe. In the description, I'll link my other channels. Let's go.
I'm in the middle of trying to deal with this whole situation with my son watching these videos and not going to work. And while I'm doing this, I get the most random phone call I have ever gotten. My publicist calls me up and she's like, Gabe, Snoop Dogg is looking for you. Excuse me? Snoop Dogg, you know, I know who Snoop Dogg is, but what do you mean he's looking for me? Well, he's looking is he looking for me or is he looking for me?
Yo, don't sleep on these impersonations or the impersonations. Like he's doing an ill impersonation of his manager or secretary or whatever, just back and forth, almost like some ventriloquist shit. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's hard. He's like, is he looking for me or is he looking for me? You know, huh?
He's a fan and he wants to interview you. Oh, cool. Sounds good. What is it? I think it's some type of podcast. I'm in. Can I bring Frankie? Absolutely. Cool. So I hang up the phone. I'm excited. I want to tell my son. I'm like, Frankie, I'm walking towards your room. I'll be at your door in 3, 2, 1. Hey, all right, you're dressed. Good. Come on, let's go. Where are we going? Watch. We get in the car.
Oh, Lord.
And now we're off on this adventure to go do an interview with Snoop Dogg. You guys, let me tell you something. We get to the neighborhood and we're lost. The GPS says we're there, but we're lost. We're looking for a house and there's no house, just a big building. And so I'm like, this doesn't look like a podcast, really? So I pull up to the security gate. Tap the button on the wall. Security desk, can I help you? Hey, security desk, my name is Gabriel Iglesias, and I think I'm here to do an interview with Snoop Dogg. Okay, one moment. Oh, okay, this is it. Good, good. I'm so excited. Snoop Dogg? This is gonna be cool, right? Sir? Yes. Yes, hi. There is no Gilbert Ignatius on file. What? Could there be another name? Another name? I don't know. Fluffy, maybe? And the gate starts to open. I'm like, oh my God, I'm officially in the rapper's world because my real name doesn't mean shit.
Yo, it's crazy. He ain't lying, man. You know, me being a rapper and then a promoter, like when I throw concerts, a lot of the homies from the industry, they might show up to one of our bigger concerts. And a lot of times, like when I say homie, there's a difference between acquaintance, homie, and friend. Friend, I know their real name. Homie and acquaintance, sometimes I only know their rap name. So like that's what you'll put on the guest list. Or like I'll be like, yo, send me the government name, man, so I could add you to this list. It just depends on what type of venue it is. You know, oh, they're checking this ID. You know, but it's just funny because you'll put like, you know, whatever name it is. It's just funny, man. Anyways, let's go.
So we drive in, and we're passing all of these reserved parking spaces. Reserve, 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 reserve. And we get to my space, which is basically an orange cone that has Fluffy handwritten on it. And a bunch of other names crossed off. So Frankie moves the cone, I park the car. We walk into the building. My publicist is waiting for me, right? And she's like, Gabe, you made it. Frankie, how are you? Listen, I just finished talking to Snoop. Wow. He is everything you think he is and just a little bit more. He is so sweet. I cannot believe he was charged with double murder. He told me to just walk you guys into the studio and he'll be right back. He said he had to go outside and get in the right headspace or something. Okay, cool. So she walks us into Snoop's studio. I'm thinking I'm there for a podcast. Come to find out, it's for a TV show. Snoop has a TV show where he interviews celebrities. Everyone in the room is waiting for Snoop to return. You can hear the small talk, you know.
Yo, he must have been a beatboxer in a past life. His vocals are crazy.
All of a sudden, everyone stands up. And I'm looking around like, what's going on? And I look at the door to see if Snoop's walking in, and I don't see him. And I could see my son. I don't realize it, but Snoop is entering the room through a different door. I don't realize it till like the last second. I'm like, what are you? Oh! So I jump up, I push in my chair. I'm so nervous, I don't know how to address him. So I'm like,
This nigga bowed. Hey. Arigato.
Snoop walks over to me, and he's so cool, you guys. He's so cool. He walks over to me, and he grabs my hand. He's really strong. He pulls me in, and he says, yo, what it do, baby boo? How you feel?
Oh, damn, he hit that out the park. Yo, what is it?
Thank you for having me. Yeah. Can I sit down? For sure.
Oh, my God.
I sit down, I look over, I see my son. My son's like,
What it do, baby boo?
the difference between Snoop's show versus any other talk show I've ever done is that usually there's a person, like a producer or a director, who comes to you and gives you information, like how the show begins, topics you're gonna cover, how you go to commercial, how you come back from commercial. I've spoken to no one. Snoop just starts talking, and at some point, they hit record. I'm waiting for action or a buzzer, something. Snoop just starts talking to me. Yo, what up, Big Fluff? Big Fluff, oh, that's, hey. Yo, you like music? Snoop, I love music. I love your music. Yeah, that's what's up. He opens up a laptop computer, and then he hits play. And the next thing I know, we are listening to hardcore Mexican banda music. I mean hardcore. And you can hear gunshots in the song.
Oh, this is so dumb.
And then a cow.
This is ridiculous, bro. This speaks to both sides of me. If y'all don't know, I'm black and Mexican. Yo. Oh, my God. He's snapping on this one. I actually really like Snoop Dogg's personality, all that, his music. Now, I don't listen to rap like I used to, man, because I got kids. If I'm just keeping it a buck, this might sound crazy. But I was, like, going through, like, I wanted to start playing rap music, like the wholesome, conscious rap music for, you know, every now, just mix it in with some of the classic joints that I play, classic soul, rock, country. And then I started realizing, like, I started trying to find, like, even conscious songs, like great emotionally driven, conscious, like empowering songs. It's nigga, the N-word everywhere. And I was like, I just don't want my kids raised on that word like that, you know? When they'll get exposed to it just like I got exposed to it. I wasn't raised on the N-word, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't want them exposed to that at a super young age. So there's not much rap music I can play. It's kind of wild. I mean, there's like Christian rap and like stuff, but I'm talking about stuff that really is like kind of artsy and evokes emotion. Like, have y'all ever thought about that? Even like a full conscious album, like Murs 316 or something from Ninth Wonder or Master Ace, you know, like underground boom bap hip hop. Like the N-word is crazy, bro. It's even Coast Contra. Like I love Coast Contra, but I'm like, bro, anyways, that's a random tangent, but it's true. Anyways, this is funny. He's snapping. And Snoop, if you watch like behind the scenes stuff, like Snoop in his tour bus, he loves all different type of music for real. Like he's actually inspired by everything under the sun. You'd be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but like it's surprising because for me, like I just grew up listening to rap. I didn't really listen to other genres. That's why my music reaction channel is so big. So it's interesting, man. Like, and then it's like, I'm like, oh, no wonder these artists are so big. Like they were just like, even, you know, Eminem probably being exposed to Aerosmith's Dream On. Like I just heard that joint for the original joint for the first time a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's go. The time Gabriel Iglesias got high with Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Ow. And the whole time Snoop is like, I love it when he go moo. I feel like he's messing with me because I'm Mexican, right? So I called him out. I said, Snoop, do you understand what you're listening to? And he said this, and it scared me. He said, Gangster recognize gangster. The reason why it scared me was because he was telling the truth. We were listening to actual Mexican cartel songs that don't play on the radio. And the fact that he knew that, the fact that his level of street knowledge in another language was that on point, I said, I gotta shut the hell up. Don't speak unless spoken to. That's the code. Next thing I know, Snoop reaches under the desk and he pulls out the biggest blunt I have ever seen.
Of course.
Oh, this sucker was huge. As soon as he pulled out that freaking blunt, I got excited because I wanted to grab my cell phone. Okay? I wanted to grab my cell phone so that I could take a selfie of Snoop in the background being Snoop. So while I'm fumbling trying to get my phone, Snoop starts talking to me again. Yo, Big Fluff. Yeah, what? Hit that while I hit this.
Yo, smoking with Snoop is crazy, bro. I opened up for him. I never smoked with him, but just being in the green room is insane, dude. Like, yeah. Well, anyways, that's all. I remember I've opened up for Snoop Dogg multiple times, but one time I opened up for him in Greeley at the Budweiser Event Center. I don't know if it's the same spot anymore, but this was back in the day when the greenery, it wasn't like that in Colorado. The cops were threatening to arrest him if he smoked on stage, if he had this on him, da-da-da-da-da. And he was just like, well, F it, I won't perform. And it was a huge debacle, y'all, like a huge debacle. Like he went on stage like an hour or something late because they were fronting on him. They were fronting on him for having weed and being like, I'm going to smoke on stage, player. Yeah, what it do, baby boo? But guess what? I opened up, he performed, he smoked on stage. It was all good. That's what's crazy, man. I went through the eras. Like I used to sell weed when I was a kid, but you could actually get jail and prison time for selling weed because I was selling it in the 90s. I think like 97, 98, which I don't know if I should admit to that, but now it's like not a big deal. But yeah, even selling dirt weed, like shitty dirt weed, get your ass locked up for real, bro. That shit is wild.
The second I went like that, all of the cameras in the room, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light. My publicist is like, no! My son is like, yeah! And now I'm being faced, bro. I'm being faced with a serious situation because, I've talked about friends participating in doing stuff like this, but I've never openly talked about myself, And now I realize that from this moment forward, people are gonna know what happened here with Snoop. So I started trying to find ways to justify it to myself. If you're gonna do something like this on camera, you want it to be with Snoop. You want it to be with Snoop,
I mean, that is facts.
Cheech and Chong,
Facts. Willie Nelson.
or Willie Nelson.
That's tight.
Next thing I know, the manager hands me a lighter, I light it, and I take a big hit. So listen, I'm doing my best to hold in all this smoke because I don't want to look like a punk in front of Snoop Dogg. I'm trying, I'm fighting, bro. It's hard,
Oh, shit, son. He's tripping. Bro,
The whole time Snoop is like, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Fluffy going puffy today. I do not remember the rest of the interview. What I remember is my buddy Anthony telling Snoop Dogg and I to stand up for a picture. Stand up, get up for a picture. And so Snoop and I both stand up to take this picture. I put my arm around him. I have to put my arm around him because he's much taller than me, okay? Snoop has me by at least 5 inches. Shut up, are you?
bro. He snapped. He tried to get me at the end. I don't know why my thing ain't working. You know what's funny? I think that's a clip from his special on Netflix. So definitely go check that out. My thing is always support the original content creators and especially the comedians, right? Get tickets to their joints, all that stuff. What's crazy is he ain't lying. When you smoking with the big dogs, like I didn't realize the potency of the marijuana these days. I got some indica. I was like, yo, I heard this can help me sleep. And you know, I took a couple puffs, and the first couple nights it really did. Then I was like, yo, I want to sleep deeper, so I'm going to smoke more. Nah, man. I didn't have a tolerance, bro. And I was on like I actually got sick, man. I started seeing aliens and shit. And I mean, this is now like 2024. It's 2025 when I'm saying this, but I did this in like 2024-ish. Just trying to get some rest. Maybe it was 2023, whatever. You get it. The strains are crazy. And I was just like, I actually was like, I'm never smoking again because this shit, like I was seeing aliens. I could barely walk. I was like nauseous, like all, and it was just from smoking too much. So from him talking about, that's why I was laughing because he was like talking about holding it like that with Snoop. Shit. Exactly. He's like, I don't remember anything. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, let me know what I got, what I missed. Holla.
City boy, city boy.